Perry Ellis International, a legacy of 46 years built on style, innovation, and progression. The key to our success is diversity in our brands, associates, shareholders, and distribution, providing winning results. Through our continued philanthropic efforts, Perry Ellis International supports numerous causes, creating awareness for meaningful organizations. We believe strong retail relationships and solid licensing partners will continue to augment our business strategy. Modern to classic, heritage to contemporary, casual to dress, active to irreverent, a brand to fit every lifestyle. As we celebrate 20 years trading on Nasdaq, our corporate vision and organic growth will continue to evolve, offering lifestyle brands with the support of our experienced global sourcing, planning, design, marketing, and sales teams, creating unique brand experiences to engage today's consumer.
And this is unfair. I have to get up and stand next to you this morning. Ladies, look at this. This is totally unfair. Are you going to do anything special while you're here?
Yes, I'm celebrating. I'm very fortunate. I'm going to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Perry Ellis because I'm working, I'm the face of Exist.
Right.
And we're going to ring the Nasdaq bell. So
really down at the market?
I am super excited.
It is exciting because you feel like you have the power of the entire economy right there in your hands.
Yes, hopefully they gain some points.
Thank you all. It has been a pleasure. It's been 20 years of great work for all of us, and we look forward to continue growing. This is only the beginning of building a much bigger company. So thank you, and let's get ready to work.
I just want to add that first, Dad, thank you for always being with us and giving us your insights and your wisdom and your vision and everything you do for the company day in and day out. And may we be together and continue to celebrate lots of milestones, lots of celebrations. And to my team and to my associates, thank you so much for all your hard work. And as my father always says, if you think this year's difficult, wait until you get to next year. So thank you all.
International and all of our men's companies under one roof is really going to be terrific for us for the future.
Some of the initial feedback I've gotten already from the retailers is that, wow, that's exactly what we want to hear. We think it's going to be just a great, great showcase for the brand.
To launch it, and it's very appropriate. We're very excited about it.
It's beyond excitement. It's like I'm dreaming.
From the Nasdaq market site, we're celebrating the 20th anniversary of Perry Ellis International's listing on the exchange. With me is CEO George Feldenkrais. Give us a little bit of the background of such a great international company.
Well, Perry Ellis was really originally Supreme International. I am a Cuban refugee. I came here in 1961, and I started to import apparel into Puerto Rico in 1967, and the company was growing slowly through the years, and in the early 90s we developed a product line under the Natural Issue label, which were printed shirts and very nice finish, etc. And we were able to grow sales to a point that we went public in 93.
Right.
With 20 years ago, with $33 million in sales, and after that, with the first time that I had a little bit of money to grow the company started to grow, and today it's $1 billion company and a leader in men's fashion in the United States.
So speaking of growth, let's talk about some trends, because from an investing perspective, we're seeing that rotation into cyclical names like consumer discretionary. So what are you seeing overall in terms of more higher-end luxury branding like Perry Ellis is? And also, we have Father's Day coming up. How promotional is that going to be?
Well, Father's Day is always the most, other than Christmas, the most important holiday for in the men industry. And the trends are, menswear has been fairly stable, growing fairly stable, as opposed to women. Women has had a few bad years in the last few years. Some of them have been bad years. While men have been growing steadily, even during the 2008 crisis. So we see a continuous growth in men's. Men's are now more fashion-oriented than they ever were. As you know, even in plastic surgery, et cetera, men's are going for that. So the trends are good. The issues today are really about where is the consumer going. Where is the consumer, an e-com consumer, is the new generations that don't go as much to the stores, they prefer to buy online, etc. A lot of, a big segment of the population that don't like to go to shop, prefer to shop online. And the segmentation that has occurred in the different, now it's very clear now who is a department store and who is mid-market, as we call them, the Kohl's and Pennies, and which are the off-pricers and which are the discounters like Walmart. So the big question in our business is where is the consumer going to be positioned?
Right.
And I think the consumer is really being positioned all over. It's demographics, age will bring changes.
Well, that certainly has been a nice surprise for us on Wall Street, the strength of consumer spending. Let's shift gears a bit. You were talking about the women's brand before. You've seen a little bit of an uptick in that over the past year, and also emerging markets. Where are you focusing your energy there? What areas in the emerging market space do you want to be in?
Well, I think it's important to be the emerging markets. Many of them are no longer emerging; they are fully developed. We have a big presence in Mexico with many of our brands. We're developing a lot of businesses with especially Original Penguin and Perry Ellis in Latin America. Because of our connection in Miami, etc., it's easier to go down south. In the UK, we are in Europe, we are in the UK with Penguin and Farah. And in Asia, we have some joint ventures in China with Manhattan and London. Women's wear has become better, especially there is a contemporary has become very, very big and growing. And so that will continue to grow also. I think we're looking at a fairly good, this year is going to be a fairly good year for the apparel industry in general.
All right, well, congratulations on 20 years. Here's to another 20 years.
God willing.
Well, Father's Day is nearly upon us, and in honor of Father's Day, we have George and Oscar Feldenkrais, the father-son team that runs Perry Ellis International, one of the iconic brands in menswear. So, George and Oscar, welcome, first of all.
Thank you. Thank you.
With Father's Day upon us, I'm sure a lot of folks out there maybe are thinking about a last-minute gift. Any thoughts on what the one essential Perry Ellis item is for Father's Day?
I would.
The son is supposed to answer that question.
I would say a beautiful Perry Ellis slim fit suit in linen.
Okay, the slim fit suit. And what is in fashion this year for men?
Well, men today are looking at fit more importantly than anything today. So it's all about the slim. It's all about making sure that the product fits much more better. We've updated our specs and fit on our product, and it has shown in our sales and our market penetration in bottoms, as well as our suit separates and some of our shirtings have led to successful retail sales because of the slim fit initiative that today is about 25% of our business.
So what is it like working for your dad? And did you have a choice to go into this business? Was it really your choice?
My passion was always clothing. I worked in retail stores in high school and throughout my life, and my father had a factory many years ago, back in the beginning in the 70s, and I used to visit the factories and learn how to make a shirt and learn how to make a garment. I went to Asia in 1973 for my bar mitzvah, and I learned at a very young age what manufacturing and how to make a product. So I was, I guess, indoctrinated into the business at a very young age, and I loved it. And working with my father has always has been a great experience. And luckily, he's very healthy and still very active in the business. He doesn't have a hobby, which is great. So
the business is his hobby, right? But it sounds like he's saying the fact that you and your sister are involved has kept him more involved than maybe he would have been. And you know, Oscar's referring to the early days of the company, and we talked before we came on camera. This is the company you built. Really, is a representation of what a lot of people think of as the American dream. You came to this country with not a whole lot, built this company, and now it's become, you know, Perry Ellis International, publicly traded company. Talk a little bit about, you know, what that experience was like, and whether, maybe more importantly, if you were starting today, if you think you could have the same kind of success.
Well, to me, this is the greatest country in the world, and I'm not saying just for saying it. I'm an American by choice because I left Cuba because I wanted to live in a free country, in a free economy, although I was a very poor kid in Cuba too. I was able to go and get a law degree with I only paid tuition $55 the first year of law school.
Wow.
So, but I appreciate what the United States had, the opportunity it gives to everybody, and not only an American story, I'm an immigrant story. I have a lot of stories in that way. And I came here with nothing, and slowly I was able to build it. Like 20 years ago, we went public doing $33 million. Today we do $1 billion. And it has been I think our hard work. I had a vision about the future, about brands, about Asia. I was in Japan 50 years ago, actually, now. And we worked hard and we made it. Now, on the other side, I think today it would be impossible for a $33 million company to go public.
Impossible, right.
And the requirements today are really much more difficult than they used to be. To stockholders, to all my friends, associates, and investors that have supported and contributed to the success, I want to first of all to express our deepest thanks. Perry Ellis as a company has a lot of opportunity because we have many building blocks, and most of our brands have great growth opportunities on their own, organic growth opportunities.
The brand portfolio that we have built in the last 20 years is a great testament to a company that in 1993 didn't have any brands. Diversity for us is an important strategy, and it has always been the foundation of the company is diversity, product, customer, and brands. That our brands evolve, stay true to the market, and they evolve with the market and the consumer. We feel that we have to continue making acquisitions. We'd like to make acquisitions in businesses that are talking to the millennium consumer. We have to begin to think of that consumer because that consumer is the future.
This company is in an excellent financial condition. Going forward, our future depends only on the vision of our management, the determination of our associates to continue producing great designs, unsurpassed quality at reasonable prices, and the passion and effort that each one of us must put into these endeavors. I thank you all, and I look forward to continue being inspired by you, by your brains, by your vision, and by your hard work. Thank you very much.